Shalom, everyone, and welcome back. This coming week is the holiday of Shavuos. We're very excited that we're going to be receiving the Torah at Sinai, and we have many beautiful activities scheduled for Shavuos, including Saturday night, late night learning. We're encouraging you to come to synagogue after you finish dinner on Saturday night, about 10:30, 11 o'clock, for some very interesting classes. I will be giving a class, the first class. The topic is why do bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people. That'll start about 11 o'clock in the evening. And then Rabbi Yudel Rees will be giving a class after that. And after that, we have some other learning as well. We encourage you to come, men and women, and please join us for a beautiful evening of Torah study. Then on Sunday morning, we'll be davening at 10 o'clock in the morning. And following that is the Ten Commandments will be read in synagogue as part of the Torah reading. We encourage all men, women, and children to attend synagogue and to listen to the Ten Commandments being read. The Lubavitcher Rabbi has urged that we all come and hear the Ten Commandments being read in synagogue. After that, we're having our annual ice cream kiddush with all the ice cream and cheesecake you can eat. It'll be a beautiful kiddush. We look forward to it each and every year. Monday, we daven at 10 o'clock again, and Yizkor will be recited on Monday. So we encourage you to participate in all of the programs and services and kiddushes of the holiday. I don't know about you, but I don't like reading manuals. I can't stand manuals. Give me something to put together, and it comes with a set of manuals, and I'm just not interested. Either I'm too lazy or I have no patience for it. Sometimes the manuals are very complex and very confusing, and I don't understand. I'm not very good with my hands, so perhaps that's a reason why. And I'm also very anxious. I want to build it already. I want to get going with it, whatever it is. I want to put it together, and I can't be bothered by by following the instructions that come along with anything. Well, a lot of us are like that, and of course, we pay the price. If we don't follow the instructions, usually we don't. We're not very successful. We don't really accomplish what we need to accomplish. The manuals are and the instructions are there for a purpose to help us put together the object that we're putting together. And if we make a mistake, or if it takes us longer, or we make a mistake in doing it, it's all our fault because we didn't follow the manual. Well, when the Jewish people came out of Egypt and they were coming to Mount Sinai, they needed a manual for life. That's the greatest manual of all. And the Torah is the manual. It tells us how to live, exactly what to eat, how to dress, how to rest, how to work. Teaches us the important values of life. It teaches us everything. The Torah is really a big manual book. And there are many people who decide, you know what, I'm not interested in that manual book, or I don't agree with it. They made a mistake. The manual book, can you imagine putting something together and the manual made a mistake? Well, sometimes they do, but usually, as we know, they certainly don't. And if we put it together correctly, it'll happen. And if we don't put it together correctly, if we don't follow the manual, it won't happen. And the same thing is with the Torah. The Torah teaches us how to live, how to be a good person, and how to get along in the world. And for Jews, it teaches us how to be Jewish and how to raise our children and make sure that our children are going to be Jewish as well. It's a very, very important manual in life. We may ask a question. Well, if the Torah is such an important manual in life, why wasn't it given earlier? Why was it given, say, 2,000 years after the creation of the world? Why wasn't it why wasn't it given immediately with Adam and Eve when they were created? Here's the manual. This is what you have to do. Go do it. But in fact, there was over 2,000 years went by without the manual being revealed. Now we know that there were certain select people who were privy to the Torah. They had the Torah already. They knew about it and they followed it. The forefathers, for example, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Noah, probably Adam also knew about it, but it was not revealed to the world yet. And what happened? So the world was able to get along with Torah for a couple thousand years because life was simpler in those days. It was easier in those days. It wasn't so complex like it is today. And people were closer to creation. They were closer to God than they are today. But 3,300 years ago, God decided, I need to reveal this manual in life to the world. I need to give it to the world so that the world can be the proper place and the dwelling place for me that I want, God said. So the Torah was given, and the Torah indeed is that manual for life. And we would be very amiss if we didn't follow it, just like any other manual. And certainly those who do follow it, by and large, remain faithful in their Jewishness, and those who don't aren't. And it's quite obvious that that's what happens. The Torah is our guide, it is our life, and it is our heritage. We'd like to encourage you all to really take advantage of the Torah and the rabbis in our community and other communities who work so hard to teach people Torah and show them a Torah way of life. So we'd like to encourage you all to participate in all the activities of Shavuos. If you have any questions, you can contact us at rabbi@chabaduc.org or on our website at chabaduc.org. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Shalom. Candlelighting on this Friday is at 7:35 p.m. I want to remind you that on Saturday night you cannot make any preparations for the holiday until the conclusion of Shabbos, which is about 8:37 p.m. And the same goes for Sunday night. We can't make any preparations for the second night of Yom Tov until about that time as well. Shalom, everyone. A good Shabbos and a good Yom Tov.